Well, I completely botched this clip because I went past everybody's favorite milestone of 100 million total experience. And I guess I'll show you. These are the levels right now. As we know, the goal right now is Dagonoth Kings for the Dragon Axe, so I can finish 99 construction for the very invaluable cape. So here's the stats. Quests, of course. Quest cape, we know that. Achievement diaries. And Karen favor, that's maxed out. Collection log, I've shown that recently, so I don't really need to. And looting bag, that's the looting bag. Death bank is all in the looting bag. So 15 mil bag. We have ranger boots. But still at 100 million XP. We have yet to get our first pet. You know, bossing pet or skilling pet. Notwithstanding, I know the chance of beaver is horribly low at Soloseps. We did a ton of those. No phoenix pet. Tangleroot, you shouldn't expect that. That's a rare pet. And other than that, we really haven't been on rate for any pets at all right now. They're really rare, so I'm not really complaining. Although Rocky's one of the easiest pets to get. I could honestly go for that now. It's like I think you hunt for it at stalls or something, or maybe Pyramid Plunder. So, but nothing I want to rush for, honestly. But yeah. I'm going to go back to Barrows in a bit. Once I hit 40,000 minnows, hopefully that stack will be enough for me to at least finish one set. I'm not asking for, like, you know, I'm not asking for a Carol's top. I'm just asking to get a Dharok's helmet and axe. No big deal, right? Alright, let's see if we get anything on our first trip back. After a while, we are due for a double chest. 246 in. Nope. Nothing of note. Let's continue this and see what we get. Alright, so I've got a clue scroll from Barrows. Still no Barrows uniques recently, but I got a clue scroll that requires a black salamander. So of course that will involve a brief stint into the wilderness. And what you do is our current respawn point, I believe, is Prifdinus. So what we will do is we'll double check. I think you check at this guy. And what does he say? Nope. Okay, our respawn point is Prifdinus. So what you do is you attack. You know what world you're on, 479, and then you attack one of these guards. You mark your world, and then we'll respawn in Prifdinus. We go to our house. We pick up the items. We're going to, oh shit, I guess, actually, yeah, we're going to drop this, because these are going to destroy on death anyway, so yeah, I gotta go grab a rope and a small fishing net for the black salamander, but the strat is you die there, your items drop to the ground, and then you pick up what you need and you go into the wilderness and do what you gotta do. So we're gonna go grab the black salamander and we're going to construct the stash unit in the lava maze that contains the chaps, the rolling pin, and the spotted cape. So I'm gonna go do that now. And there we go. That was relatively painless. So I was able to put the items inside the lava maze right over there. I grabbed the salamander. I put that in the already built stash at the Warriors Guild. And in addition, I went through my house at Prif, went through the Gnome Stronghold teleport, and I entered the wilderness through Gnome Stronghold, which was a diary task, so nice to get some things done while I've got my pile of goodies on the ground. And I, kicked a couple dark wizards to death, and I picked up a looting bag, so now I can just toss everything back in and get to Barrows and hopefully finish that clue scroll. We'll see. So we broke the 50-plus-ish Barrows dry streak with a 4th Guffin Helm, another Barrows unique, well, not a unique to me, but another Barrows unique plus an elite clue on the same chest. So that's like a 1 in 14. Any item 1 in 14 times a 1 in, I think the elite clue rate is 30. So yeah, hopefully we can do it. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Another clip, another elite clue opening. Let's throw the Chinchampa we caught for the Sherlock challenge for good luck. And what do we get? Hey, a rune crossbow. I mean, elites are the only means of getting a rune crossbow through a clue. The hard clues give rune melee weapons, but elites do give rune crossbows. And the bloods, that's not bad. Saved me some money on law runes. Did we finally hit 16k bloods? Nope, not quite. So, of course, I'm going to go ahead and alch the extra rune crossbow. And I get elites give you nothing but summer pies, I guess. So, we broke another dry streak, and we got a Carol's Coif. I will definitely be not keeping this because, look, 7 ranged attack. Defense stats are absolutely pitiful. This is without a helmet equipped. It's basically almost a normal Coif in terms of defensive stats. And this is one of the lowest value Barrows items. 44k GE, high alch value, 7.8k. The ranged and the magic Barrows helmets, they have an absurdly low alch value. This is only worth 7.8k, and definitely not worth bothering logging into the main 4. So it's a unique regardless, but an absolutely useless unique that is not worth keeping for the stats. Alright, 400 Barrows chests after this one. Here's the loot so far, what I didn't really record. Duke Guthin's chain skirt, and I got another Torag's helm today. So yeah, that's my most common unique, 5 so far, and I haven't gotten any elite clues today, so let's see what we get. That's to be expected, just runes, but 400 kill count. See what the next unique that I feel like recording. Alright, very good item to get. We are now 3 out of 4 on Dharok's, and another, I guess, are we 3 out of 4 on anything yet? In terms of items? 2, nope. So this is our 3 out of 4 items we're actually going to keep. Dharok's axe. I kind of wish I got this as the last Dharok's item, because that way I could have easily stored it inside my stash unit after I finished the whole Dagonoth Kings for the Dragon Axe. But yeah, this is the Dharok's Great Axe. Not a good item by itself, but with the full Dharok's set effect, it is quite a good item. So we're going to store it. And now we're locked in. We've got one more item to go that we want, the Dharok's helmet. And I wouldn't be too opposed if I got a Carol's leather top to replace the black d'hide top, seeing as that'll be the superior ranged body over that item when d'hide eventually gets the axe. So yeah, let's hope this doesn't take too long. That took me 424 for 3 out of 4 of a specific set, so let's see how lucky we can get. Not an update on any items or anything. If you're curious, I'm at 441 kill count. Still haven't gotten anything since the axe, duplicate or not. I just wanted to state that I really, really hate it when a random event decides to spawn and you're already in the process of clicking a teleport or a player-owned house. Basically, I just lost the only random I care about right now, which is the Quizmaster random. You know, I want to get that stale big out one of these days, and oh god, it just feels so bad losing a random to that. I think you also lose not only teleporting, entering a POH, but you also lose random events if you, like, get it to, like, spawn on top of something like a rooftop when doing agility. It's just so annoying, but that's just how they work in this game, so oh well. Well, I got another Dharok item, and it's the same exact axe that I got before. These are actually decently priced. They're 608k, so it's like 500k over ALK value. So I'm definitely gonna drop this over to the I wouldn't consider them a main, but I'll drop it over to my membered account, and you know, I'm pretty good on cash right now, so a little missing out on 100k ALK won't really hurt me. But yeah, it's disappointing to get another duplicate of an item that you just got a unique of, pretty much. I mean, it's been like almost 2 hours in between uniques, but still, oh well. Okay, really? This is the first time I've gotten 3 uniques consecutively. Not, you know, not back to back, but, you know, large gaps and uniques, and then it's axe, axe, and axe. The triple axle, I guess. So I messed up and I ended up getting 100% reward potential from Barrows. And I got a Dragon Medium Helmet. You need 2 of these in total per account, and they're a bit annoying to get on command. So I've got plenty of space in the looting bag, so I'm definitely going to bag it. For the stash units in the wilderness, it's a master. It requires Brine Saber, Dragon Medium Helm, an Amulet of Glory, either that or a Dragonstone Amulet, I don't know which one, and then a Rune Plate Body and an Obsidian Shield. We have the runes to convert to Togul to get an Obsidian Shield. And the Glory, I guess we could camp Gorax or something. I had a full crystal. I mean, you get Dragonstones from Volcano and a bunch of other things, but Gorax are always my go-to, I guess. But yeah, I'll look into making that eventually, but for now, I'm just going to toss it in the bag so I don't have to worry about it. Yep. So I totally forgot about the, going back on the Dragon Medium Helm, I totally forgot that there's, like, 4 stashes that contain a Amulet of Glory, and the one of note is the one in the Legends Guild. It's a Glory, a Legends Cape, and a Dragon Battle Axe. So you could take that out, ALK the Battle Axe, and then you could take that Glory and you could put it in the stash unit all the way in the wilderness, so that way it's technically a Glory on command, so long as you have it stored. So I'm going to do that once I'm finished and comfortable done with Barrows, but for now, the Dragon Medium Helm is going to sit in the looting bag, and then when I'm all done Barrows, I can go for a cleanup, maybe after Barrows and after DKs, I can go for a cleanup of the bag and get rid of the Brine Saber and the Dragon Medium Helmet, and then after that, I'll be basically 1 extra looting bag space, because, you know, the Dragon Medium Helm wasn't in there originally, so I'll get rid of the Brine Saber, and we'll all be happy, happy, happy. Alright, so we did our 500th Barrows chest, and we were awarded with another item we definitely wanted, which was the Varix plate skirt. The difference is that the main tank legs have a better ranged defense, but the Varix skirt also has a 4 prayer bonus, and it also is, it takes away the negative magic defense that the main tank legs have. So people usually pair the Varix helmet and the Carol's top and the Varix skirt, and they're pretty tanky all around for, like, hybriding situations like God Wars. So in terms of, like, God Wars gear or, like, tank gear for PVM, the only thing we would be missing would be the Varix top. I mean, the black d'hide is workable, of course, but be preferable to possibly get a Varix skirt. I mean a Carol's top before we finish off the Daroks, but we're in no rush to finish that. We just want a complete set. And we're obviously aiming for Daroks, looking at the space in the bag right now, because what we could only get... I guess I could finish it off with a flail, but yeah, I guess. Although, not preferable. Yeah, that sucks. I just wanted to show this off. This is one of the most annoying elite steps for Ultimate Iron Man, regardless of how progressed your account is, because you basically just need to produce a piece of Dragonstone jewelry on demand, and while we do have stuff in the stash unit, we would have to get rid of it to do one elite step that could just end up in the wilderness, so it's only 3 steps in. This would be the 3rd step, but, you know, it's whatever. Back to Barrows. Still nothing, no new uniques, no dupes. That's the drop log right now. Alright, so on our 11th elite clue, we got another unique. I'm pretty sure I already have the Ancient Blessing, otherwise the collection log thing would have procced. But we got the Katana? I mean, I'm gonna put it in the storage, but these are the stats. I don't know what it's equivalent to, but it's probably equivalent to like a rune longsword. Maybe. But you can't two-hand it, so maybe it's equivalent to like a rune two-handed sword. Let me check. Not that a storable rune two-handed sword would be worth anything. But let's see what the stats are like. It's a two-handed weapon, 40 attack, compared to a rune scimitar, while the katana has better defensive stats. It has 4 less strength bonus, and is two-handed. So it's a worse rune scimitar, and it's two-handed. Okay. I mean, it's Fashionscape. It's pretty cool. Definitely. Yeah. And the blue matches with the blue cape, so that's kind of cool. I guess I'll go store it in the house. And keep the sled in my inventory for the rest of the barrows, because it's like 2 elite clue steps use this, and if you don't know, to get back a sled you basically need logs, rope, beeswax, swamp tar, an iron bar, and then you have to go to an NPC and birth rope to make the sled. It's a whole pain in the ass, so I'm probably just going to keep the sled in my inventory for the rest of the barrows grind. Alright, still no luck on uniques or duplicates. Almost 50 chests since we've had the last item, the Varix skirt, but we hit a milestone. We hit 100k chaos runes, so that's about 3 onyxes if I actually turn them into Toggle, but I don't know. I'm not really on the hunt for any Zenite jewelry yet. I can make, let's see, I can't even really enchant it yet, but I can make the ring, and that's it. If I stew boosted, I could have made the necklace, but I think the only thing I would really want would be the ring, because that's for Zulrah. I mean, the necklace could be used for Zulrah, but, you know, it's also another Zenite item taking up the bag space that could be used for other items, so it's something to think about. I wanted to originally stack up a lot of onyxes and make a volcanic habitat, so that would be like basically 200k chaos runes, but I don't know, dude. So I'm like halfway to that goal if I wanted to ever do that, but you also have to make like 2k lava runes, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's the runes we got from Barrows so far. No elites after that katana, so running low on sharks, so yeah, basically got to spend another day just fishing minnows again, 40k of them. Oh well. So we stopped our dry streak, and we got a very interesting item. We got Carol's crossbow. Now, what I'll do is I will equip the Varric's helm, and I will store the rune, the miter, and climbing boots. I'll go ahead and buy those, and I'll store those items in their stash unit. And basically, the Carol's crossbow, it's a little bit, actually quite a bit more expensive to upkeep than broad bolts. However, the bolt racks, you can't even keep them anyway, so it doesn't really matter the fact that we're not wearing Ava's device. And basically the Carol's crossbow, I guess let me show you the stat differences. So right now we have a range bonus of 91, and the Carol's crossbow is two-handed like most of all the other Barrow's weapons. And we get to a ranged bonus of 85, so we're not as accurate. But the Carol's crossbow is faster. It's like, I think it's the same speed as a magic shortbow on rapid. And it's also got, you know, higher hits. I forget what the range strength of the bolt racks is, but it's higher hits, and that's what we're looking for. Faster, higher hits, and I think it's overall better DPS on RM, where we would use it, but I gotta calculate that just to make sure. And it's also got a decently long attack range too, so it's really good for fire cape. So I guess we could keep it, but it's not really any matter if we do a fire cape with a rune crossbow or a Carol's crossbow. So I don't know, I'll have to make up my mind, but we're definitely going to keep it for the rest of the Barrow's grind. Awesome, we can finally start Dagonoth Kings for real. 599 Barrows chests it took for our first complete Barrows set. I guess I should go ahead and show the collection log, but this has pretty much got everything in it. I'm like, what, 3 out of 4 on Carol? 2 out of 4 on Aram, 2 out of 4 on Guthan, 3 out of 4 on Torag, and yeah, pretty lucky for that being my first set. Time for DKs. Okay, we're back at DKs in hopes of getting the Dragon Axe for the stash. Over-prepared a bit here, because I need to get the Carol's crossbow as my main weapon. So this is the gear. Nice defenses, 307 range defense, and the first time I went, I brought somebody with me to help lure the kings so I could safely kill Rex, but we want to kill the 3 Dagonoth Kings at least once, because that is a Fremennik elite task. Kill each of the Dagonoth Kings. So the only things that would remain after that would be the 82 rune crafting, which we could boost for, but you do need a clear inventory for that, so I don't know about that. And then God Wars Generals, that's not too bad, but we're not quite there yet. And then 83 Slayer, which is boostable. So time to get to the bottom of the dungeon in the safe area and then log out for the night, because it's like 30 minutes before I want to go to bed, and everybody knows that if you're doing PVM and you have a risk of dying, that you want to leave time to possibly get your stuff, as this would be deep in the dungeon and it would take a while to get these back. So yeah, let's go do that. Alright, so I'm back at Dagonoth Kings again. Thankfully, First World is free, just the Slayer Cave has somebody in it, and I brought my alt here. So what the plan is, usually I'd like to bring somebody to aggro the first 2 kings, the Mage and the Ranger, Prime and Supreme. But my alt here has like 60 health when boosted with the Cerebrew. So I'm going to toss him in there, make him go in there first, and hopefully aggro Prime and Supreme, take a couple hits, at max, I guess 2 or 3 unprotected hits from the bosses. And then while my ult is in the death animation, that should give me enough time to safely navigate to the safe part of the arena. And yeah, let me make sure I've got Ivan Blast here. That way I can actually hit Rex. So yeah, this is what the supplies are looking like. Gear hasn't changed. Oh, I should have brought my blessing, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. So here goes. Alright, that was a productive trip. I didn't get a Dragon Axe like I wanted, but I got 30 kills in that trip. So 30 plus minutes of tanking. I ended up using all the food, all the anti-poison. I've got a minute 45 left, so pretty much brought the right amount of food, prayer potions, and supplies in general. I got a rock shell plate. That's a 1 in 128, and a bunch of the items there are 1 in 128, just like the axe, so there's no sense in comparing it to... Oh, I could have gotten a Dragon Axe drop, but, you can put a rock shell plate inside the player-owned house. The other items, the legs, the helm, etc., you make from giant rock crab parts. Spined armor you make from Dagonoth parts. And the skeletal armor, which is in the mage wardrobe, you make from Wallalaski parts. All of the monsters in the dungeon will drop... all the DKs drop the corresponding top of whatever style they use. So it's not a unique, but it's the only monster that drops that item in its complete version. So... I guess I'll just go back there. I gotta recharge the staff, and yeah, just get back to it. It's pretty chill. The setup I had with the alt account worked out pretty well. Next time I'll bring a prayer potion for that account because they died in 3 Dagonoth King hits, but I still was able to go in there first with the alt, and they drew aggro quite well, enough for the Ultimate Iron Man to run to the spot where only Rex can attack you. Well, he doesn't even aggro from that range. You have to go up to him, so it's basically a safe spot, all things considered. It's just the spinal lips that add up damage. So, we'll get back to it. There's nothing else I can say about it. It's 1 in 128, not expecting to get spooned. I don't know if I'll keep this. This is the best in slot ring for melee PVM. It provides a 4 melee strength, 4 crush defense, which is irrelevant, and when you imbue it, it of course doubles the stats. This ring is 1.8 mil. It used to be worth a little bit more. The Archer's ring is actually the most expensive, which is surprising because all it gives is ranged accuracy, not ranged strength. So it's a very expensive slot just for the ranged accuracy it provides. Like I said, I don't know if I'll keep this because it's very niche. It's wonderful for Slayer, but when I do get started on Slayer again, I do want to start bursting tasks, and most of the tasks that you want to burst will end up profiting you enough money to buy more bursting runes. So melee gets kind of shut down a bit for Slayer when you go to bursting for the XP. And yeah, this is a 1 in 128, so I'm probably just going to drop it over to the alt when I get out of here and hopefully get a Dragon Axe, but Okay, so we got it on I guess that would be our 3rd trip. We got the Dragon Axe after chatting with a good friend of mine. His name is actually DX, and yeah, this is our conversation. Asked him to drop for us at Dagonoth Rex. I am tiring of the B rings, as yeah, I got 2 Berserker rings, so That's a lot of money going towards bonds, but yeah, I got the Dragon Axe on kill count 96. In total I did 99 Dagonoth King kills, if you add up all of them. That's the loot. So this stash, all that goes in it is the Dragon Axe. You can put the Dragon Axe, the Infernal Axe, and the Crystal Axe. The Dragon Axe is 10% better over the Rune Axe for chopping logs, and the Crystal Axe is 15% better than the Rune Axe. So yeah, now that we got the Dragon Axe, we can clear out our looting bag, and basically we're going to do some Volcano and hope to get a Crystal Shard for the Crystal Axe. It's a 1 in 200 for the Crystal Tool Seed, and yeah, that'd be a wonderful item to get. And in terms of items we're going to clean out, we're going to put the Daroks and Barrows, get rid of the Varric's top, get rid of the Guthin's helm and the legs, and we are going to put the Brine Saber, the Dragon Met helm, and the other items into their stash unit in the wilderness. So I'm just gonna sell some of these death runes for Tokal and buy that shield. Otherwise, I'm gonna drop these rings to the main because they're pretty much useless. I mean, they have a use, but we're not going for like melee bossing anytime soon, so they're not too rare to get anyway. So.